All right, here are the answers for Chapter 4, homework number 1. Check them out. And let me go ahead and go over them. This first section, we are trying to decide yes or no, whether each number is in scientific notation. Here we go. Number 1, this is between 1 and 10. This is an integer. Yes. Number 2, this is between 1 and 10. This is an integer. Yes. Number 3, this is not between 1 and 10, so no, A is not between 1 and 10. Number 4, this is between 1 and 10, but oops, this, no, should be a 10. Number 5, this is between 1 and 10. This is an integer. Yes. Number 6, this is not between 1 and 10. Remember, this thing that we call the A value has to be greater than or equal to 1. So it could equal 1, but it's got to be less than 10. So because A is not between 1 and 10, it's not in scientific notation. Number 7, same thing, no, A is too big. Number 8, this is between 1 and 10. This is an integer, yes. And number 9, again, no, A is too big. It's not between 1 and 10. All right, here I'm comparing numbers to see which one is bigger. The first thing I should do is check the exponent. In number 10, this is a bigger exponent than this, so the second number is the larger number. And in number 11, -4 is bigger than -7, so the larger exponent is always the larger number. Number 12, put the numbers in order from smallest to largest. So I'm looking at the exponents. The smallest exponent is right here, so A is the smallest number. The next smallest exponent is right here, so D would be the next smallest number. Then this is the next smallest exponent, so C. And the biggest exponent, biggest number is B. Here I'm writing numbers in scientific notation. So I need to move the decimal. The decimal would move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spots. This would be 3 times 10 to the 10th. All right? 3 is the number I get when I move the decimal. And 10 spots is how many spots I moved the decimal. In this problem, I would move the decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. And now that number is between 1 and 10. And since I moved it 5 spots, it'd be 10 to the 5th. But since I moved it the other way, it'd be negative, right? Very small numbers have a negative exponent. Number 15, the decimal is right here and it moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots. I'm going to include all of the non-zero numbers, here. And then that's going to be times 10 to the, 6 spots, right? Number 16, I would have to move the decimal 1, 2, 3 spots. So that number is now between 1 and 10. And since I moved it 3 spots, it's going to be times 10 to the -3rd. Negative because I moved it the other direction, right? Or you could say I made this number get bigger so the exponent goes down smaller. 170, that would be 2 spots is all. 1.7 times 10 to the second because I moved it 2 spots. And number 18, 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. That's what you get when you move the decimal 4 spots. And that would be times 10 to the 4th. All right, number 19, it looks like it's in scientific notation, but it's not because this number is too big. So I'm going to move the decimal 1 spot and make it smaller. By making it smaller by 1 spot, the exponent needs to get bigger by 1 spot. So that would be 10 to the 10th. Number 20, kind of the same thing as number 19. I need to make this number between 1 and 10. And to make it between 1 and 10, I would move the decimal 1 spot. And so the exponent, again, needs to get bigger by 1 spot, which would be -6, right? Be careful, not -8. And number 21, this number is too small. I need to make this number bigger by moving the decimal 1 spot. And since this number is getting bigger, the exponent needs to get smaller by 1 spot, right? And then last up, I'm writing these numbers in standard form. So I'm just moving the exponent. I'm moving the decimal, the number of spots the exponent tells me to move it. In this first one, -5 is saying move the decimal 5 spots to the left. So it'd be 1 spot and then 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. And I like to start the number with a 0. This one, I'm going to move the decimal 6 spots. So 1, 2, 2 spots and 4 zeros. 9, 8, 1, and 4 zeros. And you need to put your commas in the right places, right? Every 3 numbers get a comma. So it'd be 9,810,000. In number 24, the decimal is here, and I need to move it 4 spots to the left. So there's 1 spot. And then I need to move it 3 more, so some zeros, 3 zeros, and the 3. And now I've moved it 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. And I like to start it with a 0. Number 25, I need to move the decimal 11 spots to the right. So there's 3 spots. I need 8 zeros to go 11 spots. So 7, 6, 5, 4, and 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Comma, comma, comma. There we go. In number 26, I'm going to be moving the decimal 0 spots. So this is still just going to be 4,321, and I'm not moving the decimal at all. That makes sense because 10 to the 0 power is actually equal to 1, right? Anything to the 0 power is 1. So this is really 4,321 times 1. 4,321. Number 27, I need to move the decimal 2 spots to the left. So I'm going to go past the 9, and then I'm going to need 1 0. Like that. And of course, I'm going to start the number with a 0. Number 28, I'm going to move the decimal 1 spot to the right, so I'm just going to need 1 0 added on. The answer would be 70. And number 29, I need to move the decimal 1 spot to the left. That would make it 0.28, and I like to start with a 0. All right, see ya.